Alright, hey, how's it going, guys? It's Dean, and today we're actually back with a different video. It's not one of the usual podcasts you've been seeing a lot lately on the channel, which I hope people have been enjoying. I've been loving doing these podcasts, meeting people that I haven't really got to sit down and speak to before about just nerdy music topics, learning from them. It's great, it really is, and I'm really happy that people are actually willing to come on that are well more experienced than me within their fields of music and just have a chat. But we're actually going to have a look today at the BBC Symphony Orchestra Discover from Spitfire Audio. A lot of people have recently got their free copies because there is two ways to get this library. You can either buy it for £50, $50 or €50, I'm pretty sure, on the site, or you can do a survey and receive it for free 2 weeks later. Now that is what I did as well. So I got this for free. I was really excited because the actual full library does sound amazing. And I'm pretty sure this is still made from the same samples, but there's less articulations, less instruments, a few different things, which is expected because obviously this is free. You can't expect everything just to be given to you. So we'll jump in. This is going to be a brief video. I'm not going to look into it too much because loads of people are going to do videos on this. Just going to give sort of my little first impressions of the library, how it sounds, and we'll have a sort of a short little look at it. So what you're seeing here is Logic Pro, and this is a template. I did not make this template. This is actually pre-made from Spitfire themselves. They've made a template for Cubase and Logic. I am actually currently using Cubase when I'm writing music, but due to COVID and lockdown, I'm actually not in my own house. So I'm not on Cubase at the minute. I'm on a Mac, really sort of does a little tiny rig, a micro keyboard, very small external hard drive that's running a few libraries. So this will actually probably come in handy for me a lot to getting out some tracks at the minute and to get back writing. So that was one of the main reasons I was kind of looking forward to get proper professional sound and quality library for free. So let's have a look. As you can see, it's split into different sections. You have the woodwinds on top of the piccolo, flutes, oboes, clarinets, bassoons. Into the brass you have the horns, trumpets, tenor trombones, even bass trombones, and then tuba. Then you have harp and celeste, and then sort of percussion, untuned percussion that would be filled with snares, gongs, stuff of that sort of nature. Then you have the timpani, tubular bells, marimba, xylophone, glockenspiel, and then the strings down the bottom with the first violins, second violins, violas, cello, and basses. So you have the full orchestra basically here. I think there's a few instruments missing, like these. If you don't know what A3 is, whoever's watching, that means these are not solo. There is no solo instruments for these. So A4, that's 4 horns. A3, that's 3 flutes. So if you were playing, if you want to try sort of get like a legato solo, you won't get that in this library, which soloists, yeah, you shouldn't really expect soloists from a free library in the first place. So you can't really blame them on that one. But that's basically what the A2, the A3, and A4 means. Let's have a look in. So we'll open up the flutes. Let's see. I should have some sounds here. Oh, that is playing strings. Why is it doing that? Let me open this up and see. Because for some reason, I think from earlier on I had to set the strings. So let's set this to flute. There we go. So this is the actual interface for this library. I actually really like this interface. So I can see it's BBC Symphony Orchestra. This interface is for Discovery alone, I think. So they're kind of using it as a crash course really to sort of teach people as well that kind of maybe are new to orchestral writing and writing for instruments like this that aren't used to, which is really good. So if I hover over the flutes here, it shows where these sit in the orchestral recording session that this was recorded, which I find very interesting, really cool. And it also gives you sort of a little blurb and description of the instrument. So it says for this, an ensemble of 3 flutes that can be used for anything from taking the leading melody to supporting the orchestra as a whole. If we go to, let's see, violins. The focal point of the orchestra, although 16 individual players, these violinists blend together seamlessly as a single unit. Then there's more as you go along. So at the back you have the harp and celeste, the percussion, and then the tune percussion, and then the brass at the back here. So each blurb will kind of give a little short description of the instrument, and some of them even might give you sort of hints to what it can be used for. So like here for the cello, it says the melodic strength rivaling the violin section. These 10 players are great at taking the melody or playing counterpoint with the violins. So it's already telling a person that's maybe not used to orchestral writing, yes, the cellos are good for actually sort of counterpointing and taking separate melodies along with playing with the violin. So it's kind of good that they use that. Some of the other parts of the interface, kind of like Spitfire Labs, if anyone's used to them, the other free libraries. You have over here the expression, and you have reverb here in the middle. I don't know if they have the other controls. Some of these libraries have different controls in the labs. I don't think it does. But then you can adjust the reverb from twisting this. So if we play this flute along, it does play a D there, and you up this, you can hear sort of a bit of a tail on it. Now, as I said, you don't get solos, but you can still play a melodic sort of phrase with this. Like, you still get a actual melodic line out of it, no problem, and it doesn't have legatos either, which I've seen a few people sort of complain about online. But it's, as I said, it's a free library. This is supposed to be a tester to sort of get people dipping their toes into orchestral writing and to see if they actually want to maybe buy the larger BBC core version or professional version. But even still, the sound quality is amazing. Like that's really, really good. Like, you can't go wrong with that. You also have staccatissimo. You know, really, really good. Like, I don't see how people can really complain about that for a free library. Next you have oboes and clarinets. And me being a clarinet player, that is a really good sounding clarinet. As I said, these are, I'm pretty sure, the same samples that are used in the Pro and Core version, so they are going to sound really good. They don't have as many round robins for strings, so maybe short sections like staccatissimo sections might sound a bit robotic at times if you write a full track on them, but there can be workarounds to them. You can sort of adjust the volumes as you're going to sort of create a bit of variety in there. But this clarinet here sounds... That clarinet sounds really, really good, I must say, in fairness. And bassoon. Great. And let's hear these, the big boys, the horns. Let's hear the horns. Like, how can you complain about that? Listen to that. That was amazing. And staccatissimo. Like, really, really good. So yeah, this, I just really want to do like sort of a short video on looking at this. So I'm sure most people have found this library at this point. And if they haven't, well, here you go. Have a look online. I will have a look at a few more of these sounds though, because I'm interested, especially with getting like a harp and a celeste and stuff in a free library is really, really good. That is a really nice sound. A really, really nice sound. And celeste. Yeah, it's nice. It's really, really nice. Like, you can't go wrong with this. I will actually have a look at the untuned percussion though. What is actually in here? Triangle. Everything is different crash cymbals, shakers, gongs, everything is in there. So it's just nothing that you're missing really. The one thing I would say about this template is, as I said, you can download this template from Spitfire. Guy Mitchellmore from Think Space Education, if you're not subscribed to his YouTube channel, go have a look. It's an amazing channel. He has amazing energy in all of his videos and they're really, really interesting to watch. But what he's done, he's on Cubase, so he's downloaded the Cubase template and he's actually sort of expanded it. So if you go down to the violins, if you look, there's violins along, so let's have a listen. Again, they sound very, very good. Pits. Really good. That's actually your dynamic knob as well. I didn't actually sort of talk about that. But yeah, you have expression and dynamics. But what he has done, he has actually expanded the template from if just being violins ones to then having different instances below this. So we'd have violins one long, spick, pizzicato, and tremolo, and he does that for each one. So for instead of just having flutes up here, he'd have flute shorts on these and oboes, and he has oboe shorts. So his one is really expanded out to every articulation he has, which I will actually do that with this template as well. Because I like sort of recording on the different instances and not using key switches. Sometimes it can be a bit heavier on your sort of PC or Mac, whatever you're working on, to run it. But I find it just a bit easier for workflow to not use loads of key switches and actually sort of see the different sections that are there. So I think I will be expanding this out when I start writing with this, because I am got a plan on writing a track with only this template and to see sort of how it can sound. The demos on the website sound really, really good for a free library, and as you can hear, like just even messing around with some of these sounds, you can hear how good this library is. It's like, it's really, really good. That's now your cellos. Let's actually hear the cello pits. Yeah, like nice and round. Like really, really good. Like this is the perfect library for anyone to start off with. This, and I might, depending on what's missing, I might actually mix this with Project Sam's free orchestral library. That's also on their website, which they now allow that for free contact player. So you literally would get this for free because the BBC player, this big sort of player you see here in front, that's free. This library here is free, and then the contact player is free. The free version one, you can get that, and then the Project Sam free library, as I said, the free library is also free, which that comes with a few different sounds to this one. You also have horns there, where you actually have a few sort of drone sounds. This is all orchestral instruments, where the Project Sam one has a few drones and a bit of sort of hybrid FX stuff, I think, sort of hidden in around there. So you could fill in the gaps with that free library, and you are literally ready to write full music for free at that point. Because yeah, you will eventually want to expand onto expensive libraries, but get good at writing with what you have, like what you have to work with at the minute. As I said, I'm on sort of a portable rig kind of here, and I don't have everything I'd usually have at home, but I have more than enough to write a track at the minute, and it's kind of good to sort of limit yourself to sort of smaller sections. You'd be surprised at what you come up with sometimes. So yeah, I was just got to make this video just based as a small little breakdown of the Discovery version of BBC Symphony Orchestra. As I said, it sounds great. You can hear some of these sounds as I've played through. I will play through one or two more just before we go, and why not? Let's see. Yeah, there you go. It's great. It's like you literally can't go wrong with it. So yeah, that was this video. As it go, download this, either buy it or use the survey code that's on the website. I'll link it here in the description or in the comments of this video. And anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, I haven't wrote a track with this yet, but I will write a short demo track, even if it's only 30-40 seconds long. Just something short eventually that will go up, just to show people kind of what this sounds like. Because I need an excuse to get back writing. I've been slacking since I've been doing all my business course this year, and now running the podcast as well. I've been a bit slacking on the sort of composing aspect of what I actually love to do. So this will give me a good reason to get back writing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I hope you are enjoying the podcast. Haven't got to really do one of these videos to actually address anyone on the channel for a while, so hopefully you'll maybe even see more of these to come in the future. If not, there will be 100% more podcasts. I still have another 3 in the lineup to come. Some really big guests come on hopefully in the future that have sort of got back to me so far, so keep an eye out on that. And there will be some music coming back on the channel soon enough, because that is what this channel started out as. It's called Dean Fagan Music for a reason, so there will be music coming back onto the channel soon. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, guys. Leave a like on the video if you did, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.